What's up, guys? It's Colin here. Um, let's go and see. Are we good? We're good. Okay, excellent stream quality. That looks good. Making sure that we got the stream all up. Nice. Okay, we got that pulled up right there. This pulled up here. Alright. Looks like we can get into it. What's up, guys? I'm back. Better than ever. We're about to get into some sports talk. The podcast is back, baby. And what a better time to come back than after this week of football. We've had a great week so far. Still got a nice game tonight. Go over some things. We're gonna look over some of the games, some things I'd like to highlight. Might also get into some different types of picks, and then we'll kind of just look around the league, look at some NBA as well. But first thing, last time I did sports talk, I talked about what was wrong with the Broncos, and I talked about all the issues that we had. Ever since that video, we have been on a tear. I just want to start the stream getting this out of the way. We've been on a tear. That video, I said after this game right here, after we lost to the Jets, 31-21, and I was like, this is it. Our season's over. Nothing we can do. And then almost beat the Chiefs, beat the Packers. Then we do beat the Chiefs. Then we beat the Bills. And now we beat the Vikings, and we are on a roll. I could not have expected this to happen. I don't know how this is happening, except for the talent is finally showing up. And I think there's a couple people that we got to look at for this. First off, Russell Wilson, he's taken care of the ball over the last couple games. He has drastically improved what throws he's making. He's not playing hero ball anymore. He's realizing that if he sticks with Sean Payton's system, we will win. We will win games. That is what we will do. And ever since he's stuck with the system, we've won games. Oh, excuse me. And these last two have been close. They've been tough games, but we've edged them out thanks to whether it was a Russ last second drive for the touchdown in the Vikings game, that drive against the Bills, which almost lost, but you know what? And you know what? It's been the rejuvenance of Russ learning the system. It's been Javonte, Samaje Perine, and Jaleel learning their roles as the three running back system that we rock. And then honestly, it's been the resurgence of Cortland Sutton. I mean, if you look at these last couple games, Cortland Sutton, he has just been Russ's safety blanket. Usually, Russ's safety blanket would be like a tight end or something. It's not. It's Cortland Sutton has been Russ's safety blanket. I mean, if you want to look, let's look at the game last night. You know what? No. Let's go back. Let's go to the Chiefs game. Oh, whoops. Meant to do that. There we go. Alright. Look at the Chiefs game. First off, people say it's a fluky game. Yeah, Russ wasn't fully healthy, not Russ, sorry. Mahomes wasn't, but held time of possession, won the time of possession battle, won the turnover battle. The defense also has stepped up incredibly these last couple games. But yeah, I mean, look at, where is he? Cortland Sutton. In this game, didn't do much, but he got the touchdown. And that's what he's been doing. He's just been getting touchdowns. That's all we need them to do. Is be the red zone threat for Russ. Again, then against the Bills. Javonte runs grading out on the ground. Same with Jaleel and McLaughlin. Jaleel and P. Ryan did okay. P. Ryan had some big catches down the stretch. Same with Javonte. Javonte had that big touchdown run. Sutton, he did have a fumble, but 8 recs, 50 yards, and a touchdown in the Bills game. And then we see it one more time in this Vikings game as well, where key third down. Well, I'll go over the tape with it. Javonte didn't really get anything going rushing. We couldn't really run the ball because we were down most of the game. But, I mean, Sutton, 5 targets, 4 recs, 60 yards, and a touchdown. It's just, he's been consistent, which has been something that we haven't had out of that receiver position. So, I want to highlight just a few plays from that game real quick, and then I'll go over some of the other games as well. Luckily, I have NFL Plus to be able to get a good replay of this. But this Russ drive, let's see, I want to find that Sutton play.
The pump fake.
I'll turn off the audio. This was almost really nice. Little Jordan Humphrey honestly could have came down with this, but he didn't. Gets the 7-yard run. And this play right here is just a beautiful play. Russ audibles at the line. Let's see if we can hear the audible that he calls.
3 timeouts, you could easily punt this.
Yeah, Judy comes in motion.
So on 4th down here, and so now he's got it set.
So the original set that he comes out, and he's got Sutton here. Judy's gonna come in motion. So I'm assuming what this play was originally, it was gonna be Sutton comes on some sort of either deep post, pull this corner out, and then you're gonna look for Judy coming underneath the middle here, and then I think that's a little Jordan Humphrey. I think that's a little Jordan Humphrey down there. And Jordan Humphrey's just going to try pulling. It's just going to be to get Judy open, or it's going to be to get Javonte out of the backfield. Get one of those two open. And then you got Troutman as well. That's probably going to hit a seam, I'm assuming, going into this play. But then Russ sees the defense. He sees the all-out blitz potentially coming. So he audibles.
2-minute warning and 3.
See, here comes Judy in motion.
Timeouts, you could easily punt this.
And now after the audible, I missed the audible again, but whatever.
4th and 3.
Nope, right here. Here's the audible. Russ audibles. I'm pretty sure
Adjusting the play.
Just can't jump off sides here.
he sees the blitz, so he's alerting of the big blitz. He knows he's going to have to get this out quick, or he's going to have to scramble. Tight end goes up. Yep, so it's meant for Troutman to pull the corners deep and safeties deep with him, leaving Sutton this space underneath to get the easy catch. But he's got Judy as well here if he hits Judy, or he's got Javonte potentially get the first. But because the fact that they all dropped off into coverage, Russ has to make a play. Russ can't find anybody. Has a bunch of room here. Harrison Smith sees the room, closes it off, leading a linebacker on Sutton. Russ notices the issue of Harrison coming down. Just a little dink pass. Linebacker's too slow. Grabs onto Sutton. And then Sutton just makes a great grab. That was a key play from last night's game. Got the flag anyways, but that was the key play of that game for that drive. And then of course you got the touchdown throw, which this is just a beautiful play. It's just a beautiful play call. Gets the first. And yeah, here we go. This is the touchdown. Great play call. You got trips left. You got P. Ryan split off, the better receiving back. And then you got, I think it's Troutman in the slot there. Mims, Judy Sutton. This is something that we want to see for the future. You're going to see, you got, what was that, 6 coming? You're going to have Mims flash underneath, but Russ has got a ton of pressure in the face. So if he can either just hit Mims for the yards here, but instead what Russ does here, as the pocket's collapsing, makes a great play, steps up, trusts his blockers to hold, had Judy as well if he wanted him, but instead he goes and takes the shot. Not a great ball. Honestly, this ball, if you're looking at this pass right here, honestly, it probably should get picked. Oh, my lighting is just straight gone. I'll fix it after this. But, Sutton just goes up, makes a fantastic grab. And that's all we needed. One thing. That's the only play that we need. Russ steps up in the pocket and delivers a dime. Gives his receiver a chance. Now, I will say, realistically, what Russ should have done is he should have had hit Mims on the check down or Judy. Both of them are wide open. But Russ, that just attests to the trust that Russ has in Sutton now. That he's willing to just chuck that up, give Sutton a chance, and let him come down with it. So that's what I wanted to look at from this game. We'll look at another game. Let's look at what was another close one. How about the Texans? Game? Let's look at the Texans game. CJ Stroud throws 3 picks, which not ideal, but you know what? They got the win. And realistically, this is still just CJ Stroud is just making big play after big play. I want to get to that Tank Dell Tutty. That Tank Dell Tutty is an amazing play. Oh, sick. I actually got straight to it. I want to just get straight to this touchdown. This touchdown is just a beautiful play. 34 seconds left. You're up by 4 going into the half. So most of the time, coach would be telling you here, look, let's pick up a couple more yards, get us into field goal range, go up 7 to go into half. But what CJ Stroud does here, let's see if we can get a better zoom in. So we got, what do we got? Yeah, tight end here, split off towards back in the backfield. You got Tank Dell here. I think that's Nico Collins up there. And I can't tell who that is. Anyways. CJ Stroud instantly sees that they bring 4. Hence why you have the extra tight end here. So this is just 2 guys going deep. And then you got Singletary underneath, and you got this guy who's going to chip out underneath. He has Chris Moore if you want. I think it's Chris Moore if I'm not mistaken. And the tight end also chips out Schultz here. So he's got 3 checkdowns if he wants it, and then he's got the 2 deep shots. But what does Stroud do? He sees the pocket collapse, gets outside the numbers, and just unloads an absolute beaut of a ball. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see. I wish we could get a higher angle, and I'm assuming when in like a day or two they'll have a better angle of this. But this is just he doesn't see. I think it's Nico Collins. He looks off Nico Collins on that first pass, scrambles out, and then just it's such a beautiful throw. Tank Dell makes an amazing catch as well, but this is something that the Texans are going to be able to look at for the future. And then I want to see, was there not another score in this second and a half? Oh, Cardinals kicked 2 field goals, but even though Stroud struggled in this game in the second half, he just came through. This is another play, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, where he just makes a great throw. 3rd and 3. You need this here. He's got 2 split out here. Tank Dell again here. This is a set that they seem to be liking. And you got Dalton Schultz, Singletary. Wish again Singletary had a great game as well. Drop back. Oh. Hold on. My bad. Again, so you got the look here. Stroud drops back. He's got I think that's Chris Moore, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the actual guy's name. He's got 2 on a check down if he wants it. Schultz is going to break open here as well. Tank Dell's covered. And he just puts up a beautiful pass to Nico Collins. Absolutely beautiful spot. In the soft spot of the defense. Look at that. He's got he gets it over both of them. B gets it over the 3rd guy and right in between the safety. Like, that's just beautiful, honestly. It's just beautiful play. Gets the first down. Nico Collins makes another fantastic grab. It's just a great play. I'm pretty sure, though, he does throw a pick here.
4th down stops.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he throws a pick, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not exactly sure what happened on this pick. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what happens on this pick here. Again, she got same exact setup, basically. They just swap Schultz to the other side. And this is going to be an out. I think that's a post, and then that's a corner out. So realistically, you want this guy's going to break open. You're also going to have that guy just take that. So you have him open, but he gets covered. Pressure gets in Stroud's face, so he just tries making a play that's not there. Corner makes a great snag on that. Nothing you can do there. I mean, I will say what Stroud is doing is just impressive. Texans defense comes up big, wins this game, finishes the game off for the Cardinals, for the Texans. So another good performance from C.J. Stroud, something that we're gonna look for. Lastly, I want to I think I'm gonna point out this Detroit-Chicago game. I think this is the last game I'm gonna point out. I'm gonna go fix the lighting real quick. Hold on. Let me go put some lights on real quick. There we go. Now we're a little more visible. Last game I want to look at. I'm gonna look at the Bears Lions game real quick and just how impressive a comeback this was from the Lions. Goff got bullied this first game, in the first part of this game. But you know what? He came back and he really showed why he is as good of a as good of a QB as he is. Condensed game highlights. That's actually probably better. Another thing, Fields looked fantastic in this game, by the way. Is this the? No, this is just hinting. Yeah, that's just a beautiful play from Fields, by the way. Like, can we? I hate that it's doing that. I'm gonna look. This is a simple play. Not this one. It's just QB's little option play. But this is a beautiful play. You got two split here, running back, and you got tight end blocking on the line here. Like, play action. Equinemius gets covered. Mooney's covered on the deep ball. So Fields, what does he do? He's got Anzalone on a QB spy, basically. Steps out the pocket, brings the two linebackers, and then look, because how much of a threat Fields is for running the ball, he brings both the linebackers down, and just delivers a laser to DJ Moore. That's just a beautiful play. Like, Justin Fields looked very good in this game. What play is this? This is just easy check down. Another great throw from Fields, man. Fields, honestly, this game looked fantastic. If I'm the Bears, I'm sticking with Fields. This was not Fields' fault at all. This is about as good of a game as you can play. In terms of playing against a better team than you. They score first. Then Gibbs scores right back. What's this? Is this the fumble? Yeah, Tyler Scott fumble. Real unlucky here to get that fumble. Run defense still needs work for the Bears, if I'm being honest. But honestly, they held the Lions running backs in check pretty decently. I mean, only 115 on the ground for the Lions. It's not bad. And then holding Goff to 236 on 35 attempts, it was a good game from the Bears. The Bears actually played this game extremely well. I was very surprised by what I saw when I was watching this. They were getting home to Goff. Monra scored again as well. Let's see. What was another false start? Offensive line needs help badly. Is this another Goff pick? Bears make it. Oh no, this is the kickoff, isn't it? Yeah, this is the fumble. Craig Reynolds fumbles on the kickoff. Fields gets the edge, and this is just the danger of Fields. Like, that's so hard to guard. Get it there. It's just a good drive. Fields unloading. DJ Moore. A little wobbly of a throw. I gotta admit, a little wobbly of a throw. But, they're setting 3. They kind of do or 4. He's got him. It's a little stunt action on the inside. Linebacker watching him, but also watching Fields. Fields could have just hit the dump down. Probably Khalil would have outran the linebacker there. But instead, Fields steps up in the pocket very well. It's a wobbly throw. But, I mean, he hits DJ Moore in stride. That's just a great throw. Defense gets him again. Honestly, with the amount of turnovers they got, they realistically should have Oh, okay. Should have put up more points. They did have to settle for 3 a couple times that they probably shouldn't have. Um, let's see, where's that Lions game drive? See, they only got a field goal there after getting another turnover. And then Goff just did what Goff does. Goff drops back. He's got Laporta on underneath. Doesn't take it. Launches one. Amon-Ra baits these two down enough to leave JMO wide open. And JMO's speed, you're not catching JMO. The minute you bite down onto Amon-Ra there, it's just a touchdown. And that's the danger with this Lions offense is the fact that they can kill you in the run, and if they get JMO going, man, like they're gonna be an issue. Goff launches absolute. Honestly, again, he low key had JMO on that, man. If JMO turns his head, Goff needs to put a little better of a ball on that because it's a little off. It's back shoulder, but JMO wasn't looking back shoulder. I mean, honestly, JMO should have looked back shoulder. If I'm being honest, I think that might be on JMO, but I mean, JMO looks back shoulder. That's another touchdown to JMO. And then before a 2-minute warning, you basically have a free play, a free run play. You might as well take it. Underneath. When you have this many good targets that can just run, it's so difficult to guard them all. Reynolds underneath, Monty underneath. Great throw as he's getting hit. Hits Monty. Then you got another Monty run. Yeah, another Monty run just to get the first. Monty cuts it up inside. Here, Amon-Ra makes a fantastic snag. I don't know how he gets under this. Goff drops back, fires. Amon-Ra comes back to it. Good catch. And Goff firing end zone. No, not able to get there. Amon-Ra wanted him to actually give him a chance at the ball, but yeah, it's just a tough throw. Too many wrong things can happen there. 3rd and 2, they're just going to give it to Gibbs, get the first. Gibbs gets him down to the 1. Bears call timeout here. Honestly, see, that's a weird spot. I don't know. See, it's a weird spot because when you look at it, he goes down with how much time left? About 35 seconds? 33 seconds. I don't know if I'm Chicago, like, this is a weird spot because you either have to choose. You say either I trust my defense to hold them for 2 plays, basically, because they maybe get 2 plays off in this 30 seconds, because this first play is going to take them at least 15 to 20 seconds to get, because they want to sub Monty in. Because Monty's their bulldozer. Gibbs can get the touchdown, but at the same time, you'd prefer Monty in the game. But what the Bears elect to do is they don't trust their defense from the 1. So Eberflus calls timeout. 31 seconds left. Monty walks in. And then they get the 2. This is an awesome play design, by the way. It's just a beautiful play design from Lions offense coordinator. Everybody sends right. Hell, even tight end underneath here. Brock Wright's going right. They fake it right. And then Laporta just kind of like sneaks in. It's so simple, but it's so effective. Look, let's watch Laporta on this play. Laporta blocks for a second, leaving the end to be confused here. Jack Sanborn, eyes in the backfield, doesn't pick up on Laporta. Realistically, Sanborn should have noticed this guy running untouched, but, I mean, it's tough to do in the moment. He notices then right there once Goff flips his eyes, and he just knows that there's nothing he can do. It's a great play design. Yeah, they're going to show it here. Everyone pulls right. Yeah, Malcolm Rodriguez there. And then Reynolds pulls across left as well. Just in case, but Laporte is wide open as well, so it didn't really matter. And then, what, did he try taking it out here? Is that what happened? I can't remember. Oh, he called fair catch, no man. I forgot, you can fair catch it at 10 to 20. And then first down, just a weird play design. I don't really understand the play design here. But you got two players basically running the same route. Komet, like, trip left, was out. Equinemius on the right, big guy, so maybe you're looking to get Equinemius open. But again, doesn't work. I mean, literally, Komet and I think it's Roshan run the same route. He could have hit. This would have been an easy seam, but he's not looking at the ball. And Fields just doesn't have any time because Darnell Wright just gets bullied off the line. Hutch just makes a play. And the Bears lose. Another good game. Bears honestly played that incredible. Fields looked great. Just unlucky, honestly. To not win that game. Up 17 in the fourth quarter. Only got 6 out of, I think, 2 turnovers in the fourth. No, they got 2 turnovers in the fourth, right? Or in the second half, I should say. How many turnovers? 1 turnover for a fumble. Then they throw a pick, so there's 2 turnovers. They force a punt. Yeah. 2 turnovers and you force a punt. Realistically, man, you gotta be putting up more points. You gotta be putting up more points. If you force this Lions team to turn the ball over 2 times and force them to punt a 3 and out, realistically, you gotta be winning that game. And then yeah, that's about it. I mean, this game was close. But everyone knows Herbert didn't have the help. Had a couple wide open plays. The Chargers just sold. Rams made a good comeback with no Cooper Kupp. No, that's another thing I'm going to talk about, actually. I'm actually going to talk about it now. Let's get into the fantasy football. Let me do this real quick. Let's oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Just do that real quick. Let's get into fantasy, shall we? Pull it back up to here. Alright, let's look at the fantasy. I actually haven't updated you guys at all on my fantasy football. So, first off, this is what the team's looking like now. Pretty good team, if I do say so myself. I'm very happy with how I've constructed this roster. Stroud. I had Allen, traded Allen for Stroud. Got Javonte, Brees, Monra, Diggs. Diggs disappointed, but whatever. Kelsey, Pollard, then rocked with the Commanders defense. Tucker this week. JSN just traded Downs for T. Higgins. Sutton, Nico Collins, Keaton Mitchell, Noah Brown, Osborne. Osborne didn't do anything. Picked him up as a flyer play. Yeah, let's look at. I'll pull up Fantasy Pros real quick, just so we can take a look at my thoughts on some players for this week. After seeing what some players did this week. Where is... Oh, excuse me. Can I not see what players did this week? You know what? We can just do it through here, actually. We don't even have to go to Fantasy Pros. We'll just go through here. Players. Close that out. All. And we'll just look through. The highest fantasy scores this week so far before this game have been T-Law put up 32 points, Calvin Ridley put up 31, Reek, Saquon, Tank Dell, Keenan, Purdy had actually a great game. Ayuk, Herbo, Lamar, Warren, Cowboys defense again. Kittle, DJ Moore, Tommy DeVito up there, surprising. And then you got Allen, Amon-Ra, Kyler, Gibbs, some regular known people. Go over some players though. Trevor Lawrence, looking in the future. I mean, played a pretty bad Titans team, so it makes sense. Coming off a 2-point performance. But, got Houston, Cincy, Cleveland, and then playoffs is Baltimore, Tampa, Carolina. Pretty solid playoff schedule. Tampa and Carolina should be easy. That should be some good performances. So, in terms of playoffs, I think T-Law is a solid start. I put him probably in that QB like 8 range, probably QB 8 for playoff wise. And then rest of the season, I think he's probably in that QB 9 to 10 range. Maybe you could put him in QB 8 for rest of the season, but I think there's just too many guys ahead of him. Ridley, again, continues to show out when Zay Jones is in the lineup. When they have Zay Jones, Calvin Ridley booms. When they don't, Calvin Ridley kinda sucks. I don't know why, but that is the case that we've seen so far. 2 touchdown game, 9 targets, 7 racks, 103 yards. Just a fantastic game, to be fair. Played against a bad Tennessee team, so realistically should be doing pretty well, at least. They play him week 18. I was going to say, I wanted to see what he did against them first week. But yeah, I think he's still probably that mid-wide receiver. I think he's still like a wide receiver 3 flex type of player. Rest of season, on the high end is Zay Jones plays. From high wide receiver 3 to low wide receiver 2 when Zay Jones plays. He honestly is very similar to Gabe Davis, where you just don't know what he's going to do every week. But with Zay Jones, I think with Zay Jones I can confidently say he's a wide receiver 2. But without him, I think he's probably a wide receiver 3 flex type player. Low end wide receiver 2, by the way. Reek, still second best player in fantasy. I mean, what else do you expect? He gets hurt, he still puts up 11 targets, 10 racks, 146 in the tutty. He's the number 2 player in fantasy. What else do you expect? Absolutely killed a trash Raiders team. I actually I've been picking up some wins, but I'm not too worried about them. Get the Jets next week. It'll be a good matchup with him and Sauce. Playoffs wise, got the Jets with Sauce, Dallas with Darren Bland, jeez, and Baltimore, who that could be a shootout type of game, even though Baltimore's defense is quite good. Saquon's an interesting one for me because personally, I like him rest of the season. I think if this Giants offense can be somewhat decent, I like him rest of the season. Tommy DeVito looked great, and I've been saying this for I don't know a little bit of time now. Basically, when they let Tommy DeVito throw the ball, I think the Giants can be successful. I truly think they can. And they let Tommy DeVito throw the ball. Like, actually throw the ball. I know he had 27 attempts against Dallas, but that's all in trash time. They let him throw the ball in the first half, and look what he did. I watched him in college. He was solid in college. Good arm. Could use his legs. They played a Washington defense. Realistically, Washington should have won this game. I don't know how they didn't. But, hey, they let DeVito throw the ball, and the offense looked good. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, getting back to Saquon. He is this offense. Darius Slayton did look good. I'll give props to Darius Slayton. He did look good. But, 4 targets, 57 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. 14 carries for 83 yards. It's just good. The offensive line does suck, so you do have to be careful of that. And they're going to be losing most of these games. Not next week. They should win next week. Yes, New England's honestly worse than them. But, they're going to have some tough games. Green Bay is going to be New Orleans, their defense can be stout. Philly, in the playoffs, that's going to be really tough. But then he gets the Rams last week for the finals. Not a bad player. I think he's a high RB2 rest of season. Put him in that, 15, 16 range, maybe 14 range. Nah, I'll bump him up. Put him in the, I'll put him in that, 15 to 12 range. Somewhere in that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't done my full rankings. But, I'd put him in that area. Tank Dell. High wide receiver 2, low wide receiver 1 rest of the season. I'm just going to say that now. He is. If you look at what he's doing with Stroud, these last 3 games, when Stroud's been able to unleash, it is incredible. Stroud has looked fantastic, and Tank Dell is completely benefiting. Tampa Bay goes out 6 wrecks, 11 targets, 114 yards. 2 tutties. Cincy, 6 wrecks, 56 yards, tutty. Arizona, 8 wrecks, 149, a tutty. That's great production, honestly. That's just fantastic production. I think this is lasting. If this, as long as this Houston offense continues to play well, Tank will continue to produce. I think he's the wide receiver to have in Houston now. I think Nico Collins is good, but if I had to choose between them two, I'd easily take Tank. And I think it's just because they have that connection. Stroud has that connection with Tank Dell, which leads it to for that to be the case. Keenan, another good week. He's just been putting up good weeks since Mike Williams got hurt. Nothing else to say. Again, he's wide receiver 1 rest of the season. Purdy, with this Niners offense back, Purdy's back to being a top 10, being in that 10, probably that 10, 11-ish category for QBs. He has his inconsistency, doesn't really have any rushing upside. Even though, to be fair, he did have 6 rushes for 57 yards against Cincy, which was just weird. It was a weird game. Doesn't throw the ball a crazy amount, really, because usually they're winning most of their games. But, he's accurate, gets yards. He's got the best, probably, receiving room around him. Best running back in the league. Some of the best receivers. one of the best tight ends. And then when Purdy's playing good, Ayuk plays good. Ayuk, I see as a wide receiver, probably wide receiver 2. Low wide receiver 2. When the offense is cooking, he cooks. When it doesn't, I mean, you see those big outlier games that stick out. Other than that, he puts up like 13 if besides those outliers. But in those outlier games where he's getting touchdowns and, stuff like that, he looks good. He just doesn't get as much target volume as I would like. Just because there's so many mouths to feed in this offense that it's basically what can you do with your targets? And Ayuk definitely produced. Herbert, not the issue. Chargers. Not the issue for the Chargers. Actually used his legs, like, a lot. He had 73 rushing yards, which is ridiculous. I've never seen him do that before. Is this going to continue? No. That's 7 points off of rushing. Either if he doesn't have those rushing yards, that's 15 points. Or, not 15, sorry, 18 points, which is still decent. But, I think he puts up about 20 a game. Rest of the season. So he's a solid QB. I think he's around the QB 6, 7-ish. I put him right below Stroud. So, yeah. Jalen Warren, there's only a couple more I'm going to get into. Lamar had a good game. Did his rushing thing. Ravens look good. Cowboys defense, just absurd. Jalen Warren, again, besides that 80-yard rush, puts up 10 points. That's 8 points plus 6, that's 14. Without that rush, that's 14 points off. So he puts up 9.5. So if you're a Jalen Warren owner, I think I'd be careful with him. He just doesn't get, if he gets the workload if he gets an improved workload, I think Warren's a great player rest of the season. But with Najee there and them splitting the backfield, you can't trust it, honestly. You can't trust the workload rest of the season. Amon-Ra continues to be great. Enough said. Gibbs, easy RB1 in Detroit. Monty outran him this week, but Gibbs gets the touchdowns. Gibbs just gets receiving work. Looks good. Kyler looks like he's up in that QB. Definitely back to being a QB that you start every week. Gus has been on an impressive run. Over these last 5 weeks, he's been on a very impressive run. I gotta respect what Gus is doing. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it. If this continues, then yeah, I think he's startable. I would start him until he falls off, basically, unless you got somebody better in front of him. But Mixon takes a hit after losing Burrow. I think Mixon falls down to low RB2, RB 18 to 20 with no Burrow. Yeah, he'll get the rushing. He'll get a bunch of carries, but they're not going to be useful carries because they're going to be stacking the box, forcing Jake Browning to throw the ball. That's it. That's all I got to say about Mixon. Recently, he's been pretty efficient with his low carries. Now he's going to be high carries and inefficient. Yeah. Now that we went over fantasy, I think what I'm going to look at, and I don't know if you guys will be interested, but I want to look at some sports picks. I think with just how big it's gotten, and considering the fact that ESPN owns a sports book now, anybody, if you're old enough to do it, go ahead. But I'm going to look at some picks for tonight that I think some people could be interested in. I use the website props.cash. to look at. If you want to take my advice, go ahead. If you don't, whatever. Just look at some players that we could be looking at. Someone like, I use this usually to look at. It's a great app. You sign up using a Gmail account, and any new Gmail account, you get 7 days free, which is what I do. They like Brandon Miller over. He had, I think he had 30 last game, so not terrible, but he plays Boston. Kind of a tough matchup. Miles Bridges, they still haven't adjusted to him being back. Don't mind that. Westbrook at 10.5. He's coming off the bench now, so I don't really know. Jordan Hawkins, this guy's been fantastic, by the way. You can see his numbers here. I don't mind his over. He's hitting it at a 60% rate over his last 10. So far in 2023, he's hitting it at a 54% rate. Anybody out? No McCollum. I'm pretty sure McCollum's been out. That's why Hawkins has gotten this chance to play. Good shooting. Shoots the ball a lot. Pretty accurate. 3-point percentage. Not too bad. Yeah, I don't mind this. I don't mind Jordan Hawkins over. So yeah, anybody else I'm liking in terms of points? I don't mind Klay Thompson under. Klay has not been that good this year. Tomorrow against Miami, he'll have Jimmy on him, probably. They like Kawhi under. I don't know about that. Julius Randle's hit his points the most out of anybody. It's a 7-game streak of hitting his points. He goes up against Minnesota, which should be able to actually have a good matchup there. Caruso, not bad. Caruso's been balling recently. I don't know why, but yes. Paul George. I'm just kind of putting these stat lines out there for you guys to look at. Anybody that doesn't have it or doesn't look at this. Here's just some things. Harden under, hasn't hit this all year. Playing against the Spurs though, so I feel like he'll probably pull more. So I don't mind. I like Harden's under there. Tatum. Yeah, they got Tatum's over at 10 points. Jeez. Chris Paul, I like that line. Playing against Houston, bad defense. Where could potentially go up big. Bari, interesting. Over Jalen Green. Meh. Turnovers, not really much there. Steals, Miles Bridges, yeah. Plays us, we do turn the ball over a decent bit, so I think we actually have the number one team for turnovers, so that's actually a good line. It's actually a great line. Then Asar Thompson block, their favorite pick for tonight. Herb Jones block up there as well. But yeah, these are just some picks. If you guys want me to do more of these in the future, let me know. I'm more than happy to go over some of this stuff in the future. But thought I'd throw it out there for you guys. Last up, we'll go look at some NBA action. I might throw up a poll to see if you guys actually want me to go over this stuff more in depth and do actual research and give you guys picks that I like for the day. But yeah, that'll be something I'll have to pull. Boston currently, I think, is the best team in the league. So There you go. It's the boys. Celtics are going crazy. Phillies looked good even without Harden. Tyrese Maxey has been on an absolute tear. Milwaukee, I mean, haven't been super special, but they've been decent. Figure they would be higher than Philly, but hey, fair enough. Dame has been good, but he hasn't been it hasn't been the Dame that everyone thought he was going to be. They thought, him and Giannis would average 60 every night combined, which just isn't happening. Giannis is putting up, I think, 27 a game, and Dame's putting up 20-ish. So, a little under. The Bulls averaging 30. Heat continue to just be good. I don't know why. They just are. They're on a massive win streak here, where they just beat the Wizards, Lakers, Grizzlies, Hawks. Obviously beat the Spurs. Hornets, Nets. And then, yeah. If I had to make playoff predictions right now, we'll make the earliest playoff predictions. I say 1 seed's the Celtics. I say 2 seed is the Bucks. Yeah, I'll go Philly for the 3 seed. I'll go Philly 3 seed. Tyrese Maxey's absolutely balling. Give me the Knicks for the 4 seed. I think they'll make a move at the deadline. Get someone. Heat at the 5 seed. Cleveland 6 seed. Give me Orlando for the 7th seed. Orlando's been on great form. And I think this continues. This team is actually quite decent. They're putting it together. Give me. I'll go Toronto, the 8th seed. Then give me. I'll go Brooklyn, the 9 seed, and I think I'll say the Pacers get the 10 seed. Wait, who did I? Oh, I completely forgot about the Heat. Sorry. Let's rephrase. Boston, Milwaukee, Philly, Knicks, Heat, Magic. And then, or no, not Magic. We'll go Cleveland, then the Magic. Then we'll go, Atlanta, Toronto, and then Brooklyn. I think the Pacers are going to fall off. Sadly, I think they'll fall off. I think Halliburton's really good. I like the team they have yet, but I just don't think they're going to beat out Brooklyn. I think that's going to be a battle. I think these 4 aren't going to do anything this year. Chicago's going to trade LaVine at the deadline. Or trade LaVine soon, I should say. These 4 aren't going to do anything this year. I think it's just going to come down to will Brooklyn or will it be the Pacers snag the 10 seed? And out west, I still think the Nuggets will be a 1 seed. I think they're just too good not to at this point. They'll come back. Honestly, I like OKC at the 2 seed. This OKC team is very fun. They're very good. And they're young and deep. Kings 3 seed, again, they've just been as good as last year. I think Minnesota I'll go Lakers 4 seed, Minnesota 5. I'll go Phoenix 6. Well, Dallas 7, Warriors 8, Pels 9, and I think Clippers 10. I think Rockets fall out of the playoff picture. Honestly, I think that's what it is. Um, these four teams really aren't putting it together. Memphis may be able to put it together and make a playoff run, but honestly, it's pretty deep in the NFC or in the West. Sorry, not NFC. That's gonna be tough for them to make a run there. That's my early predictions. So we'll see. We'll see though. I think this will be some interesting NBA season here. I do think Celtics are just going to dominate though. They've honestly dominated. Our only two losses so far to Sixers and to the Timberwolves, in which we lost by a combined 8 points. And that was thanks to what was it? Somebody missed a three at the end, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody sold at the end. I don't remember who sold. Someone sold for us at the end. And then Philly won on. We made a good comeback, but just wasn't enough. Yeah. I think sports are in a good spot, though. I think the sports are in a good spot. Looking at I'll go over college football as well, just real quick while I'm here, because I actually do want to talk about college football. And who I think is going to get in and stuff like that. Personally, playoff predictor. You know what? I'm going to say, well, I think the 4 teams that get in, it's going to be Georgia, Ohio State, I think Washington, and then probably Michigan. Honestly, it'll probably be Michigan, even though I don't think they should make it. I think Oregon's better than Michigan, if I'm being honest. Washington makes it, though, pretty easy. I think Washington just wins out. Washington just wins out, basically. And then the other team. I do actually want to see, how does Oregon make it over Michigan? Oregon makes their bowl, or wins their game against Oregon State with a Florida State. I think Florida honestly could lose to Florida State. If Florida, and I don't know who they play in the ACC championship, but just because no Jordan Travis now. Jordan Travis literally was carrying that team. He was so good on offense. But yeah, I think, personally, I think Oregon could make it, and I think Washington should make it. There's no reason Washington should not be in the college football playoffs with having Penix. What does Michigan's odds go to with them losing to Ohio State? Yeah, down to 12%. This is honestly going to be a big game. So yeah, these are the 13 games that matter. If Oregon wins, they should make it. If Ohio State win, then Michigan should miss it. And if Florida beats Florida State, then Oregon makes it. I think Oregon makes it with a Ohio State win and a Florida win. But yeah, Bama's tough because, like, dude, it could be straight chaos, man. If they beat Auburn and they beat Georgia, it gets weird, man. There's some weird scenarios that happen, honestly, in this college football scheme of things. I don't think Texas makes it, even with a win out. Who do Texas win and play in their conference game? Uh, let me see real quick. Who did Texas play in their conference game? All conference football games. Uh, well, this at least gives a pretty good tell of who's actually where, and who they'd play. So in the ACC, it'll be Florida State versus, I believe, North Carolina, or it'll be against Louisville. Sorry. So Florida State versus Louisville for the ACC, if I'm not mistaken. This is just some guy's prediction before the beginning of the year. Big Ten will look like it'll be. Their bowl game is going to be the winner of Michigan and Ohio State. So whoever wins this week plays. Basically, whoever wins this week wins. Will win their bowl game and be in. Whoever loses is going to be up for uncertainty. Big 12, Texas. I don't know who they play. Kansas State, maybe. Or no, I think maybe they play Oklahoma State. I don't know. Texas probably wins their bowl. Pac-12, Washington wins it. I don't think there's any chance that anybody else. Washington, is it going to be Washington, Oregon to win it? I think. And then it'll be Georgia versus Alabama to see basically who wins their thing and who goes on. The only thing would be is if Alabama beats Georgia, they're gonna try putting both in. I think they're 100% they're gonna try putting them both in the college football playoff committee. That's just what they do. Which is gonna suck because that means either Oregon or Washington are gonna get left out. Which is dumb, if I'm being honest. I think Ohio State gets in. I think Washington gets in. Those are the only two that I say are like for certain. And then if Georgia wins, then Georgia 100% are in. And yeah. That's what I'm looking at in terms of college football. I think. But yeah, I think that's what I'm probably gonna call it for today. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I'm gonna try keeping this going, keep the grind going with this. Probably try doing it every week. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little throwback. I haven't done this in 2 years. Let's do a team ranking from right now. We're gonna let's do it. Let's do it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. It's been too long. We're gonna do it. This is. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check what week we're in for NFL. Hold on. My post week 11 picks. My week 11 rankings, okay? We'll go down the list. Saints. Actually, let's, like... We'll delete some of these rows. You know what? Yeah. Gonna throw them in the mediocre at best, and then we'll after we throw them in their categories, we'll rank them 1 through 32. Dolphins. They're either I'm gonna put them in Super Bowl contender. They have such good firepower on that offense. Ramsey coming back on defense is massive for them. Ravens, Super Bowl contenders as well. Lamar has that offense clicking. Defense plays well. They're Super Bowl contender. Bengals, they're into the mediocre at best. Without Burrow, they're mediocre at best. That team relies so much on Joe Burrow. Broncos, potential wild card. I think we could sneak in as the 7th seed. There's some optimism, but I think we can sneak in as 7th seed. Giants, number 1 pick contention. They're bottom 6 team in the league. Good win this week though. Vikings. Missing playoff teams. I think they're just on the edge. And I think they just missed out. After this loss, I think they just missed out. Rams, mediocre at best, for being honest. Stafford's good. No Cup is going to be tough. They barely beat the Seahawks, which Seahawks are actually going to be higher up on them than on this list than them, but they're at the top of mediocre at best. Buccaneers are a weird team. Because, honestly, they might make the playoffs. I think they're gonna make the playoffs, if I'm being honest. Because the Falcons and the Panthers aren't. Saints, it's done. Falcons' offense or coaching is just too bad, and quarterback play. Bucs are a playoff team. If we're being honest, in terms of the top 32 rankings, they're down here. But because of the fact that they are I'm putting them in. This is tough. I guess I'll leave it. But I'm gonna take a picture of, or the picture is gonna be of where I think they are in terms of playoffs, but then I'm gonna also rank them based on like their ranking now. Lions, Super Bowl favorite. Detroit Lions are a Super Bowl favorite. I have them. You'll see where I have them, but right now, Super Bowl favorite. That offense, that defense is just. It's weird. They're a Super Bowl favorite. Bears number 1 pick contention. Fields did look really good though. The Bears might accidentally win themselves out of the top 5, but they have the Panthers pick, so they'll be in the top 5 anyways. Niners Super Bowl favorite. Enough said. Yeah. I have 4. I'm gonna have 4 in the Super Bowl favorite category. Speaking of, Eagles Super Bowl favorite. There's only one other team going Super Bowl favorite, and honestly, I don't even really want to put them. Honestly, I don't really want to put them there, but they'll probably end up going there. Raiders mediocre at best. It's weird. They should not be doing as well as they are. They're winning weird games that they shouldn't be. They're mediocre. Packers mediocre. They just are. Love looks okay, but Love is definitely. I don't know if he's the answer long term. Offense is okay. Defense is pretty solid, but offense. Washington. Mediocre at best. After losing to. No, mediocre. I'll give them their props. They're probably better than. Put them like here. I put them better than the Raiders, Packers, and probably the Saints. No, behind the Saints. Put them better than the Raiders and Packers, but yeah. Cardinals number one pick contention. Even though, again, they're just like the Bears. They got their quarterback back, and they might accidentally win some games. Steelers. Realistically, they honestly should be here with how bad they've been. But, missing playoff teams. They'll just miss it. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. If they do, it's stupid. Honestly. Bills. Potential wild card. I don't know if I would say they're a playoff team. I think they're going to be a wild card team fighting with us. See who makes it. Falcons mediocre. I gotta drop some people down actually. No. Maybe we'll see. Seahawks is a playoff team. Barely. I don't know. They've been so weird. They have such a good record, but they haven't actually dominated anybody really. Number one pick contention, Patriots. They're not good. Honestly, they might be the worst team in the league, if I'm being honest. Them and Panthers, but Browns potential wild card. This is the three teams that are gonna be fighting. These three teams are gonna be fighting for wild card spots. Browns even with DTR in there or Joe Flacco. The defense is gonna will them to keep them in games. We saw it with the Steelers game. That defense willed them to win that game. Texans, playoff team. They're a playoff team. I think they lock up a playoff spot, which is weird. But that defense is young. They're very similar to how the Lions were built, except the only difference, instead of having Goff at quarterback, they actually have a franchise guy. They have young receivers. They have a young defense that is hungry to win. They have playmakers all over the field, on offense and defense. They're gonna be a playoff team. They're gonna be tough. And then, if I'm being honest, I think the Chiefs are there. I think the NFC is gonna, whoever comes out of the NFC is gonna win the Super Bowl. Chiefs have issues. Mahomes can only do so much. The receiving core, honestly, it's being led by Rashee Rice, who was a third round pick. Tony's awful. They got Justin Watson. And then Kelsey. That's it. You got Pacheco running the ball with McKinnon. And then their defense is stout. Cowboys, Super Bowl contenders, they're very similar to the Dolphins, where when they play against really good teams, they tend to fumble, which is why I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl. But they're just as good as any of these teams. I'm going to put the Chiefs in Super Bowl favorites just because someone in the AFC has to go in there. No, I'm putting them top of Super Bowl contenders. I think these three are in a league of their own. Honestly. Chargers, missing playoff team. Not their fault. That's just what they are. That's where they're at. Their coaching sucks. The talent around Herbert is injured or just not quite there. Defense is literally the worst defense in the league, and they just lost their best defensive player. Tough. Jets, mediocre at best. Probably bottom of mediocre at best. They're starting Tim Boyle at quarterback, and then they have Trevor Siemian behind him. Zach Wilson's now the third string quarterback. If you guys weren't aware, he is the third string quarterback now. Tim Boyle's your starting quarterback. I don't care how good your defense is. It's not as good as the Browns' defense, where they can will you to win games. If Rodgers somehow manages to come back, then I'd move him here. But Tim Boyle, no. Panthers, bottom of the number one pick contention. This team's awful. They don't have their first round pick. Bryce Young's okay. Frank Reich's not a good coach. Thielen is rejuvenated his career somehow. Defense is young. Has some young pieces that are good, but the rest of the team is just not good enough to for those good pieces to carry. Titans. Yeah, I'm gonna move the Rams up to missing playoff team, and I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move Falcons down to number one pick contention. I'm gonna move Titans up to the bottom of mediocre at best. They're mediocre. What else can you say? Will Levis looked better than Tannehill, but after that debut, he hasn't really put up as much as he should. Colts missing wild playoff team. I would love to see what this team looks like with AR the entire year, but Minshew's doing a good enough job where I think they're gonna win games, but they're just not gonna make the playoffs. And then the Jags, playoff team. For being honest, I'm gonna even this out. We're gonna put the Vikings in a potential wildcard team spot. Is there anyone else I would move? Would I move anybody else up in this list? I don't think so. I'll list them in terms of their category. Bucks are bottom of this category. Jags are top, and then I put Texans above the Seahawks. Potential wild cards. Honestly, I think this is. They're the hottest team in the NFL. That's true, but they are just a potential wild card team. If I'm being honest. Missing playoff team. Yeah. I think Steelers are top of that. They have the best record. But other than that, yeah, tough. Bengals, Saints, Washington, Raiders. Yeah, I like that order. And then I like this order too. I think the Broncos win. Of course you do, Burson. This is my list for in terms of the playoffs. I'm just gonna take a picture of this in terms of the playoffs, and then we'll quickly rank them from 1 through 32 real quick. Let's just do that. Um, 32 teams, 5 would be 6. Is there anything? Yeah, we'll do what would it be? Fake Lions fan. Hush. 30 go 32 through 25. '24 through 16. Or no, through 17. 16 through. No. Did this wrong. This needs to be 18. This needs to go to 19. This needs to go to 26. Trying to order this right. Okay. This will be the official 1 through 32 rankings. 32. Carolina Panthers. Enough said. They suck. 1-8. Worst team in the league. Next up, it's kind of tough. I don't know who I would go with. Patriots. Oh, Patriots. And then I'll go, Giants, Bears. Cards, Falcons. Even though the Cards are fun to watch. I think that's the bottom 6. Next up, 25 through 19. We're going to go with we'll go Titans. Yeah, we'll go Titans. Commanders. Jets. No, Jets need to go a little higher. Packers. Jets. Raiders. What's that? 1, 2, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. So I need 2 more in this category. Let's go. I'll go Bengals and I'll go Saints for top of the category. No Joe Burrow. That's why. That's what no Joe Burrow does to you. Drops you that far. Then we'll go Steelers. We'll go No. We'll go Steelers, Colts, Rams, Chargers. No. Honestly, Chargers defense is so bad. They honestly drop. I wouldn't say the same. This is tough. I wouldn't put them in the same category as them. Out of anybody in this category, who would I move up? I guess the Saints? No. I'd move. The Jets suck, though. I don't know who I'd move up. I don't know who I'd move up here. It's either this. I think it's Saints, Jets, or no. I'll go Bengals to the bottom of that category. That's tough though, because honestly, the Chargers need to go lower. Chargers need to go honestly there. They need to go below the Packers. They just lost to the Packers. Yeah, Bengals, Steelers, Colts, Rams. And then we'll go. Give me the Bucks. They'll be a playoff team just because. They'll be a playoff team just because the rest of the NFC sucks. Their NFC South sucks. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Need 3 more. Actually, we'll make this one 12, and then we'll make this one 11. Who else would I put? I'll go the Broncos. Yeah, I'll Broncos. 16, 15, 14, 13, I need one more. And then I'll go Bills over Broncos for now. Would I though? I'm going Broncos over Bills. Josh Allen. I mean, we beat the Bills. That's the only reason I would do it. I think it's super close though. Oh wait, I don't have the Vikings. Oh gosh. You know what? No, I'll move the Bills there. We'll go the Vikings there, and we'll do it. We'll do that. I like that better. Bills at 11. Yeah. Would I though? Yeah, I would. And then I'll go Seahawks. Then I'll go Texans. Or no. Browns, Seahawks, Texans. Jags. Yeah, I like that. I like that better. Oh gosh, my chair completely fell down. I was wondering why it felt so low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 more need to go here. See how much higher the cam I go. Nice. If you don't know, I got my stream pulled up on my right so I can see chat and stuff like that. Probably go with Cowboys. And then I'll go Dolphins. Dolphins are the last team there. And then I think it's Ravens or Dolphins actually. I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm gonna go Ravens. I mean, they've beaten better teams. I'm gonna go Ravens, Chiefs, Lions, Niners, Eagles. That's my ranking. 1 through 32. This is the ranking. 1 through 32. 1 Eagles, 2 Niners, 3 Lions, 4 Chiefs, 5 Ravens, 6 Dolphins. Sorry. This is 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, there's 12 here. Wait, am I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm off somewhere. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I must have miscounted on the bottom. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Yeah. I miscounted. That's why. I was wondering. Yeah, that's where I would keep it. I would go Panthers 32. Yep. Okay. We got it. This is our week 12 ranking. You know what? Let's whip out the old snipping tool real quick. Get cheeky little screenshot of this. We can make this the thumbnail. Wait, actually, let's be smart. Let's do this instead. Hold up, stream. Chat, hold on, chat, hold on, chat. Let's do this instead. Let's make it. I'll show you guys. We'll play. Let's pull this up onto the stream. Whoa, wait, I can't do that. Okay. My plan was to be able to get my webcam in there. You know what? I have an idea. If I'm able to do this quick enough, I can technically pull up my stream with this. Alright, wait. Let's do this. Hold on. This on the stream. I'm gonna wait for myself to get positioned on here. And then we're gonna be able to take this as a screenshot. Alright. And get to my stream. Okay. Wait. Chat. You guys gotta. We're gonna do this. See. Only on the Colin Mattice channel do you get to see this, where we Can I get this pulled out? No, what? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna. Well, nowhere else do you get to see your favorite streamer go to work like this. Okay. Thank you, chat, for your cooperation. Only on the Colin Mattice channel. Only on Boss Mattice 13. Well, I want to name it that. There we go. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. We got it. We did it, boys. We did it. You know what, though? I think that's time to end it. I think this is what we're gonna end it on right here. This beautiful ranking. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I'll definitely gonna do this in the future. We will, honestly, I think I'm gonna try coming back to this next week. We're gonna save our rankings here. And, we'll see how this looks next week. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Yeah, had a lot of fun.